And for the Atari 2600, there's a bit of a story behind this one, so it might take me a little bit of time. Hopefully I will last long enough for it to be relevant. It's one of my favourite, actually no, correction, it is my favourite 2600 game. I maintain that this is the single best bit of retail code released during the 2600's lifetime. You may of course have a different opinion, and that's okay, everyone makes mistakes sometimes. I forgive you. But anyway, about 8 years ago, I was browsing around Twin Galaxies. I just watched King of Kong again, as you do, and it kind of occurred to me, oh, I wonder what the world record is for this game. And look, the NTSC world... What the... I should not be commentating while I try and do this. Anyway, we're off to a bad start, especially as I'm talking about world records. The world record for the NTSC version was pretty fearsome. I've got a lot of respect for that world record. The world record for the PAL version, though, was a heck of a lot lower, and I thought, at the time, hey, I wonder if I could beat that. And so I set up a camera, and I set up the 2600, and I played a game and recorded it, and lo and behold, I did in fact beat it. And uploaded it up to YouTube. It's still up there. I'll put a link to it in the description for this video. And Twin Galaxies eventually got back to me and said, no, we're not going to accept that because it's not on videotape. And of course this was kind of problematic because even 8 years ago, videotape was fairly archaic. What they wanted was an NTSC videotape, and I live in a PAL world, or did at the time. It's a little less relevant now, of course. And so it kind of wasn't worth pursuing, and I'm sure that's really the reason why those PAL scores are so much lower. I don't think NTSC gamers are innately better than PAL ones. It's just that the barrier for entry to actually put a high score in was so much lower. Anyway, all of this kind of came flooding back to my mind the other day, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that's changed any. I wonder if the PAL high scores have gotten any better. And so I went and had a look, and look, they were a little better. It's worth noting, actually, that score I recorded 8 years ago would actually put me in the number 2 spot as it is, but, you know, not accepted and all that. But as it stands at the time of writing, at the time of recording, I should say, I write too much for a living, clearly. At the time of recording, the high score for the PAL version of Ms. Pac-Man is 63,340 points. And it made me kind of curious, hey, I wonder if I could have a crack at that. So that's what I'm doing here now. To be totally clear, I'm kind of doing this for my own satisfaction. I'm not filming this, fairly obviously, and I'm recording it through an emulator. And I know Twin Galaxies has a separate section for emulators, and I totally accept that that's a much harder thing to police, because you could be doing all sorts of crazy things with it. Sweet fruit. Anyway, for those that care, this is going through the Stellar emulator on a MacBook. And it's the PAL version, and that's about all I've got to say. I haven't done anything else to it. Part of the reason why I love this game, though, is partially because it's so much better than the incredibly disappointing Pac-Man for the 2600. Anyone who's played the original version of that will know what I'm talking about. But also because it just stays playable. There's an awful lot of stuff for the 2600... Run, hide. There's an awful lot of stuff for the 2600 which was kind of experimental for its time. It was basically, hey, can we make a game out of this or that? And they weren't terrible games, but they just they haven't stood up to time well. I make no apologies for the small noises I make while I'm panicking, because I'm in a maze being chased by ghosts. Come here, you. In any case, this is one of those games that I think, nearly 40 years later, still stands up as really good fun to play. It's a really nice little challenge here. I'm not doing spectacularly well. I should not have lost that early life. But, you win some, you lose some. And you eat a whole bunch of ghosts. It's also really important here for me to get as many points early on as I can, because it gets a lot harder later on. Come on, little ghosties. I can usually count on red to be really aggressive. Whoop. Yeah, don't think I'll be getting... No, run. Okay, on to the next maze. This one doesn't have that nasty section at the top. But I think I should probably start concentrating a bit more on getting scores and a bit less on chatting, so this might go a little bit quiet. We'll see. Yeah, you'll get eaten. That's a little unfortunate, actually. I mean, I'll get reasonable points out of this, or I should. Come here, you. It's risky. It is risky. I would rather save those have saved that power pellet for a little later. Ah well. Eating. Mind you, my diet is pretty awful. I mean, whatever these pellets are, they don't quite look like the dog biscuits in Pac-Man, but they're not far off. Ghosts, who frankly, can't be rich in nutrients because they're ghosts. And that was where was it? Oh yes, ghosts, pellets, and fruit. You probably don't want to visit a bathroom after Miss Pac-Man's been there, is kind of what I'm saying. Oh. Okay, so just having glanced down at the score, I'm already nicely ahead of the second place, which is only like 21,000 points, something like that. But I've got a long, long way to go to beat that 63. Yeah. I'll stop tripping over my own tongue while I play. That 63,000 score. Pretzel's quite a nice graphic for a 2600. Actually, this whole thing is a nice production. I think that's also why it stands up so well. Sure, yes, I mean, very similar animation. It is that typical 2600 blocking style because that's what it can handle. But still. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh boy. Only one spare life in the can. This is my earlier bravado. It's not quite there anymore. Go away, Red. Once Red gets on your tail, it's ugly. And now that my brain goes, I should have memorised the ghost names. I want to say that he's Clyde. But I'm probably wrong. Tell me in the credits below what an idiot I am. That's going pretty nicely. Tracking towards 40k. Don't like this maze. I mean, I like this game, but this maze is a little bit of a pain point because there's so many small spots where you can kind of stop or get stuck. And yes, the ghosts can turn there too, which can help, but still. I haven't quite reached the level where the power pellets don't do so much, but it's getting close, and that's why I needed to get the points earlier on. Come here, fruit. Come here. Come here. Apple. This feels dangerous. Oh yeah, it is dangerous. I'm being chased by ghosts. I'm not even sure what I've done to these ghosts. I mean, is Miss Pac-Man actually sick, or is it the entire Pac family secretly murderers? This is why the ghosts are after them? I've got a few animated series that kind of suggest plot points, but they basically just paint the ghosts as cartoon kind of villains. Ooh, apple. No. Gotta stay alive. Dang it, but I want that apple. I'm having that apple. Well, no. Yeah, there. Run, hide. No, I'm not going to get him, but I will get those. Oh. And I think that's the other thing I really like about this game. It still has that beautiful feeling of tension. When you get away from the ghost like that, it feels good. When you eat a power pellet and suddenly you turn the tables, it feels really good. It's a nice kind of sensation of power, which probably says something about human nature that's not that pleasant, but yeah. Rough with the smooth and all that. Onwards! Starting to get that confidence back. Starting to feel good. 46,000. Getting closer. That was dumb. And like that, I'm down to my last life. Not feeling too confident now. I mean, second place in my own head, as I said, I don't really expect them to ratify this, but second place in my own head still feels pretty nice. Let's see how long I can keep this going for. Come here. Get eaten. 53. So I'm about 10,000 short, but it gets a lot harder to get the points now because I really can't spend too much time eating ghosts, which is where you get most of your points. No, go away, go away, go away. And by go away, I mean me. Yeah, I don't have a choice. Although, that's pretty sweet. 54. But it really becomes a grind. You've got to get the fruit, and then the individual pellets only score you 10 points apiece. So 63,000 is going to be a lot of mazes. 55. I would say not that I'm counting, but very, very clearly I'm counting. Oh, I like this maze. But, yeah, this is really where you stop getting much of an advantage out of the power pellets. In fact, in my experience, you can do a little bit better teasing going near them just to get the ghosts to run away from you than you'll actually get out of eating them. See what I mean? Like, yeah, done. That's all I get out of a power pellet. Which means unless they're really close to my tail... Ooh, banana. 61? Wait. This feels vaguely doable. That was risky, but come on, come on, come on, come on. 61, this is ridiculous. I do not want to fail now. 61, 61, 61, come on, come on, come on. Eat that guy. Oh, okay, run away, run, hide. This is too close. Too darn close. Come on, banana. 66! I've done it! Good. Wow. Okay, that feels really, really good. Sure, it only feels really, really good in my head, but I'll take it. I'll totally take it. Right. How far can I get this? How far can I actually push this? Run. Run. More running. 67. Tiny breather between levels. Now that I've done it, I'm even more tense than I was before I'd done it. This is bizarre. Oh, yeah, no, you just get no time on those power pellets. No, none. Run. Hide. And there we have it. But hey, world record. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave some comments on games you'd like me to play for future installments. Thanks for watching.